And before the time of Bomajanga Commission, where we are seeing the current entrepreneurs being arrested, the previous entrepreneurs used to drive in this monster, and they used to traumatize the streets with those exhausts. You just want to be a big boy who doesn't have a GTI, but who can traumatize the GTI boys. You can get your hands at this Cherry, the 4 Series coupe. It's a 420D. And finally, guys, right now we're within WebuyCars premises. So let's just get straight into the warehouse and let's start shopping around for those beautiful cheap cars on auction at WebuyCars JHB. In today's we auction vehicles right at WebuyCars, let's kick it off with this V8 monster, guys. Yeah, did you ever thought that you'll see a V8 ML63 on auction? We definitely have one right at WebuyCars JHB. And let's not even waste time, it's an AMG, baby. So you have a beautiful AMG leather wrapped and Alcantara interior, 2015 model ML63. This thing is pushing out 286 kilowatts from the monster V8 engine under the bonnet, 5.5 liter. I love the beautiful steering wheel. The only thing that seems to be aging is the infotainment system and that little screen over there. But other than that, oh, I mean, just look at that. Look at the seats. And obviously the branded AMG. Wow. So I just thought it's better to show you the interior face of this monster. And everything is electronical adjustable. And you even have the ambient lighting on the doors, leather stitching. I love this beast. And if you're a family guy, while you are busy hammering that V8, your kids will be sitting right over here. And they'll be enjoying some sunlight from the panoramic sunroof on top. So now we can do the 360 exterior video. Yeah, no, this is a beast. I think this was the peak of Mercedes. 4 pipes. It's an AMG ML63. And before the time of Bomajanga Commission, where we are seeing the current entrepreneurs being arrested, the previous entrepreneurs used to drive in this monster, and they used to traumatize the streets with those exhausts. Under the hood is a V8 bi-turbo, beautiful 21-inch AMG red calipers over there, and this is how the beast looks from the front, guys. This thing under the hood is hiding 286 kilowatts 4-wheel drive monster. And obviously, let's just get to the pricing now. Without wasting much your time, this is a 2015 ML63 AMG, guys. Yeah, we have to put that into perspective. AMG, 522,000 rands on auction from the 25th of April until 27th of April. So come right at WebuyCars JHB, get yourself this monster. This thing, it is only done 95,000 kilometers, but it's way cheaper than the new Golf GTI. And if you think the AMG 63 was the last thing that I had or the best, no, we even have the diesel X3 20D. Yeah, the latest X3 from BMW. Look at the beautiful design. Damn. The car is even have a front camera. There's the camera over there. It's a Bavarian Motorworks with these beautiful wheels, plus the beautiful BMW LED laser lights. I love the beautiful blue accent on the lights. And these massive multi-spoke diamond cut out wheels, they're wrapped around by the Pirelli P0. And it's an M Sport, baby. So let me just show you the side profile, and then we can get to the best. So just one thing that I love so much is that the camera, this car, it has 360 camera surrounding review from the back, front, even on the mirrors, the folding mirrors. These door handles which are fletched or embedded into the body of the car. So it's a beautiful car. The car has only done 18,000 kilometers, guys. And one thing that I just love, you can even see how clear the windows are. So it means you'll be the first one to even put the tint on this baby. And here's your rear end design. There's nothing much. BMW nailed this design. X320D. And you know, if you wanna have peace with the BMW, just buy a diesel. You're planning to take this car on adventure with your family, you have the tow hitch there, and this car can pull up to about 3 tons. So imagine that. From the pulling, let's now just come back straight to the beautiful design. On top here we have this black spoiler. I love the black. It just fits so perfectly with the body, and you even have some roof racks for the extra loading. And I think the last thing that we're gonna do right now is just to try some some interior view from the windows. BMW nailed this design. Look at the screen, look at the leather seats. Wow. And I love that tiny gear selector. It makes the car feels very spacious. And obviously you guys are waiting for the price, and here's your price for the 2024 BMW X3 4-wheel drive or an xDrive 20DM Sport. It's a G45 going for 1,043,000. The guy has only done 18,000 kilos, and it is a platinum sticker. But if you're a youngster like me and you don't have R1 million to buy that X3, you can get your hands on this 2023 Polo Vivo. I fell in love with this car. I'm going to explain to you why. So we have this white 1.4 Vivo. Beautiful car. The only thing that seems to be damaged on this car is the bonnet guard. As you can see, it's damaged, so you might just need to replace it. But other than that, the car has a platinum sticker. It means that the car is mechanically running well. You have this reverser wheel 16 inches. And one thing that I love so much is the tire profile. Look at that. It focuses more on the quality ride. Beautiful tint all around, but it's so light. I think this is a 50% tint, and this is how it looks at the back. There's nothing much to talk about on the Polo. Let's get into the interior now. Oh, unfortunately the car is locked, but we all know the interior of the Polo Vivo. Nothing much. Multifunction steering wheel and that tiny screen, and it's a manual 5-speed. This baby is a front-wheel drive pushing out 63 kilowatts. And now let's get to the price. And I don't think if you go anywhere else you can find this model 2023 for this price. 183 grand, only done 97,000. And you can see the car is still ready to run. It's a VW Polo Vivo, reliable and fuel efficient. But if you don't want to be a small boy with a Polo, you just want to be a big boy who doesn't have a GTI, but who can traumatize the GTI boys, you can get your hands at these cherry. These cars, they traumatize. I just remember a video where one was crashing the Mark 5 GTI, and from that day I respected this beast. What is it this? This is a beautiful, cheap 2025 Suzuki Super Carry 1.2 pickup going for 170,000. It has only done 1,000 kilometers on the clock. But even though this thing just costs a fraction of a new Golf GTI, it can still traumatize a new GTI. Let's look at what you get. 13-inch wheels, simple and cheapest interior design I've ever seen fitted on any road car. Just look at this. Yeah, it's zenke this thing. It's more like a venture. But one thing that will shock you, it's the doors. They close so well. 5-speed manual transmission. The gauge. It's only the speed, no rev counter, nothing. But just listen to the door shut. Did you hear that? I was expecting kinging, but it doesn't do that. Wow, the doors are so well insulated. But the only thing that matters now, if you're not traumatized the GTI boys, is this loading bed. It just reminds me of the Land Cruiser of Toyota. It's metal, guys. Metal, but it is well rubberized at the back, so if you're gonna do deliveries, you can get your hands on this baby. 170, you don't even need a lot with a brand new car, because this thing is brand new, only 1,000 kilometers on the clock. And obviously from that exhaust it will be like as you are traumatizing those VW GTI fanboys. You'll be excited to know that this car still comes with warranty, your manual and everything, so it means also you will be the first one to take it for service since it has not been to service yet. And you're gonna get the standard Suzuki warranties and all the benefits. All these right by the glove box. And listen to the door again. Wow. But if you wanna be a fruit man, you can get your hands on now the big boys machine, the 4 Series coupe. It's a 420D. And I can't emphasize enough on the diesel BMWs. This thing, let me just show you. I don't want to say much, but look at the kilometers. 200,000 for a 10-year-old BMW. 200,000 kilometers, and the car is also going for 200 grand. And obviously, what do you get? Obviously, from the front, you get this beautiful front end design, the kidney grills, and you can see this car was either owned by a Kurtman because the grill is still stock standard. Nothing here seems to be modified, and you get this beautiful headlights. Side profile, you get 19-inch wheels that remind me of the classic M4, and some egg or kitten vents over there since it's an M Sport. Beautiful sloping coupe design because it's a long 2-door. Very dark tailpipes because it's the diesel 420D. While we're still at the back, let me just show you the boot space. The car also has the parking distance. You press and it opens, and look at that. For your bags and anything else, yeah, for you, actually, let me just say the Gucci, Louis Vuittons that you bought with your tender money before the Madlanga commission, you can load them right here and escape. Flee the country, Baba, and run to Zimbabwe. I love the chrome surrounding on the windows. Just emphasize elegance. And jumping into the interior, this is what you get. Beautiful interior. You can't even tell that this car is done 200,000 kilometers. You get the beautiful rounded steering wheel. It's an M Sport with pedal shifters, and look at that. And you have the classic BMW iDrive system, and you can turn off this thing, and this is your screen, and I can control it using the iDrive system. All around, it's a beautiful car. Leather all around. It's a beautiful, actually, design. I just love everything about this thing, except for one thing that I decided to keep for the last part. These seats are manually adjusted for the height and reach. Imagine being in a BMW where you will have to push and adjust the seats manually. But if you want to jump to the back seat, just flick over, and your friends can be crammed in this little space. Yeah, let me just turn off the infotainment system. And before I forget, the car is using the classic famous BMW ZF gearbox. The parking distance control button, you can have your car on sport or eco mode, and you can do some donuts or drifting just by press of that button for the traction control off. But obviously we can't forget the pickup trucks, the bakkies, because these cars are so popular in South African market nowadays. So we have this Nissan Navara. Yeah, there's nothing much on this Nissan Navara. I'm just gonna show you the exterior since it's locked. But we have this, I'm not so sure if I can say this aggressive, but I think looks are subjective. One thing that I just love with the car is that it comes with the black, gloss black wheels, and it comes with the side step there, and the steel written over there, the cameras on the mirrors, and the black roof, as well as this air deflectors on the windows, your roof racks, the sports bars at the back. Yeah, these are real bars that you can use whenever you are trying or hooking something. The loading cover in leather. This lasts better than your roller shutter because this doesn't fail. And it's a Nissan Stealth, baby. Obviously, it's a Navara. You have a tow hitch at the back and the reversing camera just so you can be safe. And the last thing is the pricing. But I think the car is well or reasonably priced. 352,000 with 120,000 kilometers on the clock. 2019 Navara 2.3 diesel. And that's it with the Nissan Navara. But if all the cars that I've shown you earlier are so expensive for you, you can still get yourself this well reasonably under 122,000 rands Nissan Micra. There's only one downside here as to why I decided to keep this baby at the last. It's like there was a minor accident on this car. Look at the lining there, it is off. Look at that, the bumper, it's hanging. Just look at that. This is why I decided to keep this car as the last car for today. But here's the pricing: 122,000, 35,000 kilos. So the car is still reasonably brand new, 2020 model, 1.2 active. But unfortunately the car is locked. But other than the hanging bumper, I don't really see anything off with this baby. Down here you get your standard factory steel wheels with a wheel cap, black mirrors, black door handles, 50% tint that you might need to upgrade to the 35s all around to be safe. And that's it. There's nothing much to talk about. It's a Nissan Micra, it's locked, so I can't even show you much of the interior. But for those who just want a car to move from point A to B, here's something that you can consider.